What is going on, gamers? Aevatrex here, and today we're going to talk about a topic that's pretty hot right now, and a lot of people don't really understand why. Let me go ahead and get this started. We'll go ahead and use this guy right here, and that is iOS, the iOS update. What's going on with the update? Android is getting sneak peeks of the following update that's probably going to be here within a week or so, maybe even less, because it's already in the Taiwan server. But the iOS server has yet to receive the Halloween update, the one with Creation 01. Now, a lot of people are blaming IGG, like, oh my god, IGG, why are you doing this? You got to realize that it's not actually IGG's fault. What ends up happening is both updates get sent out at the same time, but because the iPhone and iOS have to go through a more I don't even know what to call it, but they have to go through way more security than Android does, because Android is more open platform. That's why Android usually gets the update much faster. iOS usually takes a couple weeks. As you guys know, that as soon as Android gets an update, usually iOS has it a week or two, sometimes even later, like in this case, much later. But the update is released at the same time. It's up to iOS to actually approve it and let IGG actually put it out. So this one is taking a little longer than usual, that's for sure. But here's the problem. If IGG were to hold the update until the iOS was ready to go and then release it at the same time, they will run into an issue that they ran into before when they tried to do this, because they did try it one time. They released an update, and what they did is they withheld it from Android up until iOS also had it, that way that it would come out on both versions at the same time. But what ended up happening is that Android could have gotten the update 2 or 3 weeks before then, and it was just being held back. And one of the main reasons they don't want to do that is because, as you already seeing, this update has been out almost a month, I would say. And that's a lot of money that they would lose out on if they would just always wait for iOS. So it's unfortunate, but if you're team iOS and you're tired of waiting, it's not because IGG doesn't want to release the update. It's mainly because the security and everything that it has to go through for iOS, it's out of IGG's hands. So, and when they tried to do it, when they tried to withhold it to release it at the same time, it didn't work out for them. And as a company, you're losing out money. So as a company, you never want to lose money. And we all know that every company, not just IGG, every company is out there mainly to make money. So if something is going to make you money and withholding it is going to lose you money, you're obviously not going to withhold it. So now, one thing that I would say is, it would be better if IGG maybe kept us a little bit more updated as to what's going on, if there's a timetable, if there's any issues, because I don't think iOS has heard anything at all. So if Android gets this update before iOS gets Creation 01 update, then that's a bad look, because you're essentially 2 updates behind. And that's really bad, especially when you know what's out there, when you're seeing the YouTube videos and you know exactly what's available in other platforms that you just can't get on iOS. I'm kind of tempted to say, well, that's your fault for having iOS, because I'm team Android, but I can see it, and I can see why the frustration. I just want to clear up that this is not IGG withholding the update. It's just, unfortunately, it has to go through a security process, and for whatever reason, it has not been approved yet. So just keep that in mind. Well, hopefully this clears up some of the topics that have been going around as of late about this update and the missing update. And I appreciate you guys for watching, and until later, bye.